Hello and welcome. We are up against the Russian-Ukrainian server. I don't know, man. I can't read Cyrillic, so I'm just, gonna say that we need to win this one. I'm just gonna say we need to win this one. I just did a giant build. It was pretty great. I had a good time with it. I could see myself doing it again. Speed is just so low-key good. Aerial Specialist really is kind of cute over top of a marksman tank build. Let's go Giant. And he went anti-large. Interesting, okay. So how do we deal with the steel balls? Well, you see... That's where you don't. You kind of just go... I mean, Phoenix are good in the future. Hackers are strong as well. For now, we keep our, ground fangs out there. And we just get a couple of snipers. I want to make sure that they're on the inside. So that nothing chooses to attack them in terms of missiles and stuff first. He got a quick supply specialist, so 2 more squads of steel balls. I don't think that we can win this first round unless those steel balls really charge in ahead. And even then, I mean, 1 marksman squad versus, 4 steel balls per squad. I think it takes 2 shots per steel ball. Steel ball, 4,500 health, 2,200 attack. I actually think they survive. It's basically 3 shots for a kill, it would seem. And this middle squad might not get that involved. We'll see. Definitely hope they don't waste their time shooting on these fangs. This is one of the few times that double shot really works out for our boy. See here, he didn't quite finish him off, so he's gonna take a whole other shot because none of the fangs went for it. This is good AoE from the missiles, but it will not be enough. It was pretty cute though, wasn't it? A lot of fangs dying. So again, Hacker is the immediate kind of response to this thing that I would lean into here. He's got so many steel balls. I do have a front line of fangs. The fangs are pretty good at resisting. I don't want to spend any money right now. I'll just get the subsidized Mustangs for later in case things change. We're going to go into the Hacker. He could have got the anti-hacker technology. I'm going to just expect that he didn't. I'm going to put my Hacker here because we might get barrier in the future. And I'm actually going to get more fangs. Just, again, making sure that we're just feeding in fodder for those steel balls to go after here. He got more crawlers. That's a really good decision on his point, I think, to stagger those attacks. Something to go in with the steel balls. Makes me need to get arc lights, presumably, or some sort of Helion. We did pick a giant specialist. So... we do probably eventually want to go for it. We'll see, though. We shall see. A Fortress does pretty good against the lasers as well, but I think that the Helion is going to make the most sense here. Big missile strike coming here on the left. We put the Hacker and reinforcements on this side over here, so I'm not sure what's going to work out for us. But losing a flank, I don't think is going to be great, is how I'll put it. The Hacker is, hacking. Unfortunately, enough shot. If the Hacker had survived there was a chance that we could grab enough fodder to really limit the enemy attack. But I don't know. That's a lot of steel balls coming in right now. Let's see. Not a huge loss considering the enemy is going in for a rush build. Improved, extended range. A lot of these things are nice, but not necessarily required. I might just go with the sticky bomb. for some slow them down. Put it down on this side. I want to put it on the same side as our Helion. So if we're gonna be doing this, then we go to, I keep saying Helion because that's like the StarCraft flame unit. But no, we do want them over here, and I want him to go after. I don't want him to go after those center units. I want him to go after this stuff. Perhaps we can do this just slightly more askew, and another squad of Fangs just in the center, I think, would be cool. What's he going after right now? He did get some Phoenix, which again, thankfully I have something that can shoot the air. The marksmen are a good pinch hitter for that. We do have to, the marksmen though are useless and if they still have crawlers and stuff alive, right? So we do want to keep going with something like a Vulcan. I think that our people are going to get into this oil, unfortunately. Oopsie. So now this is all lit, and our boys are stepping into it, and so are theirs. We did save our base, fortunately. But this is not really that cute, is it? Multiple hacking arms could be good, I'm realizing, because starting the hack on a lot of people as they lose health is a huge win. Unfortunately, we are losing our snipers here. Does he have extended range or something? 140. I feel like that's extended. Yeah, he did get the extended range Phoenix. Fair enough. We just need extended range ground troops. Did he deploy crawlers right here? Is that what happened? Because it was a good try. Yeah, he did. Amplifying core is super good. I do like that. Another Helion over on this side I think makes sense. Again, he might deploy things behind in an awkward way. Level you up. Extended range is 300. But there's no way for us to kill his air units without this. So let's go ahead. We'll take the lone. We'll take an extra marksman. We'll just put him in the center-ish area. There isn't an oil slick anymore because it's been burned. We'll go on this side with our level 2s. And again, this guy will turn around, I think, pretty quick to face the opponents. He didn't put a flank on this side. He did go for a bunch of healing on his steel balls. It might be time to get a melting point or a fortress. I'm not sure which. The melting point has the benefit of being able to hit ground targets, or air targets rather. The fortress has the benefit of just being a tanky boy that's able to really help out the squad. Come on, guys, turn around and face again. Okay, this time it doesn't look like he's going to do it as much. Interesting. Annoying. Interesting and annoying. I thought he would just do what he did last time, because I hadn't made a change. It turns out that was ambitious. Alright, fortress or melting point. I think I prefer the melting point. If it wasn't for losing that flank, this would have been pretty cute, actually. I mean, that was pretty ouchy, not gonna lie. Extended range Vulcan also does more damage. I'm still gonna get the melting point. I'm still gonna put the melting point right over here. Just slightly out of range, and I'm gonna get some fangs. That should be good. I mean, I don't know what it'll be good for, but should keep this flank alive. This bombardment is actually Insanely bad for me. Okay. This might be GG. 1,200 points, I don't expect will be enough. Again, so look at these massive air forces. I need Mustangs now. Mustangs would be pretty good. And I did grab subsidized Mustangs earlier. But yeah, that or something that's AoE anti-air, like a bunch of arc lights with the anti-air and range bonus. But I think Mustangs with anti-air specialty are the select choice right now. That's if we get to the next round. The opponent did get some health. They did try to go for lethal on this one. I should have seen the bombard and done one shield device here for $100. But you live, you learn. I had an extra $100 after upgrading this Fang, and I chose to upgrade the Stormcaller instead of buying the thing. And look at that, the missile, the bombard, absolutely devastating. Not so bad on this flank at least, and with the extended range and the increased damage, we've got some opportunity here for things to go well. Not much, unfortunately, because there's just too many air units here. $1,200. I don't think so, man. These are a lot of balls. They're 200 apiece. These guys are 200 apiece. This is 200 apiece. I mean, just not it. An extra 500 damage. Well played, my dude. Don't know your name. I wish you well. I'm going to go and find another 1v1 here and try and avoid not being prepared for that Air Force in the future. That's what I really like about grabbing starts that have those Mustangs or Phoenix, because I put them in the back corner and they simultaneously cover me on flanks that I'm not expecting and future transitions to air, right? And it makes them get some sort of anti-air built up. Anyways, that Russian guy was getting like over 100, and this guy's getting over 80. So you can see here, like, I feel like those 70s and 80s are just showing how much of an upset they're getting. So these folks have certainly won some big rounds beforehand. I just don't like... I don't want to do Giant Specialist again. I could do Cost Control. I'm not a huge fan of Cost Control. Losing 15% on a couple different things seems real bad to me. But at the same time, I can put you slightly further forward. At the same time, getting an extra $100 per round makes it way easier to afford some level of technology, which is how I have to keep putting it in my brain. Some tech is interesting enough. All right, so you guys go here and here, and the crawlers will come through. We're not going to use our extra $100 this round. I certainly could just buy extra health or extra damage. 10% damage though, that's nothing compared to getting like a tech early. So let's hold our money. Our opponent, I was thinking he could also just go for some crawlers. He also went for money every round. I mean, he's getting half the money I am without a huge debuff of 15%, 10%. It means that if I get both my techs, I'm back up to where I should be, basically. But it's just not as cute. Looks like we're doing okay here. If we, with our air, like, I don't know, we could get their bases fast enough. No. I was thinking that if we got their base, then these wasps would not have what it takes to kill us, potentially. But now that they've found our last few crawlers, they are going to be going in on our marksman, who is our last anti-air unit. I mean, he's doing pretty good. I guess he is enough. I just talked about the need for anti-air, and that's why I grab marksman so much. As much as I do, at least. Because fangs just don't quite cut it unless you get them more. Mass-produced wasp or heavy Mustang? Mustangs are kind of countered, so I think I do my own wasp here. And we can just play wasp into wasp, my dude. I mean, my units are going to be so crap, basically. But that might be fine. Maybe I give them... I could give them some extended range, or I could just give them shields. I give them shields, and all of a sudden, I think that we're doing all right. Put the wasp on the flanks for a future counter, and I think we're in it. What does he go for? Heavy Mustangs, I think. Yep, that's fair enough. We might go high explosive, because high explosive on our wasps might give them what it takes to kill some Mustangs. I don't know though, we'll see. Do they do less damage when you do this? 40% less damage means that they'll be bad against the tanks. So it just depends. What do we want the Mustang, them to counter, right? Air units or ground units? I mean, okay, that's a big debuff timing for them. I don't think it'll be enough to really change the script, unfortunately, because of how much is coming in here. But getting another kill is nice. Shooting some missiles, that could do some pretty good connects, but we're just doing no damage because they have the debuff on us. And that is, it's nasty. It's nasty is what it is. Our units also have no health, right? Like, this reduces their HP by 35%. Like, they have half HP wasps, right? That's just not... It's not it, fam. Intelligent, mass-produced overlords, I mean, it's funny, but it's not it. I actually think intelligent arc lights is pretty solid right now. Intelligent arc lights, you get 2 of them. We could give them anti-air. What do they need to kill the Mustangs. That's what they need to kill. So what if I need to kill the Mustangs? You give them extended range. They'll have to kill air units later. But for now, I mean, this seems to make sense. Weird little... did he go Rhino? No, he just took the Rhino thing. I mean, that's kind of nasty. My air units are unfortunately on the far sides. And he got more Mustangs. So yeah, I don't want to... I do want to just keep speccing into arc lights. His Mustangs also have 200% health, though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but lower range. So... yeah, so shielding on the arc lights might make a big difference. Okay, all of these guys are turning. The missile, because of it, did some pretty nasty stuff. And our air units... are just gonna walk into slaughter. At least they fired off those missiles. That was pretty cool. I like that. Again, here's the arc lights, right? Just doing that long distance shot into these Mustangs. It's pretty nice, I have to say. It's gonna take time for it to be enough. Time that I might not have, considering how much health damage we're taking. That's where we're at. Aerial specialist, 10% range. I don't want to go air. Acid is pretty nice. It is 2 rounds of acid. So something like this makes a lot of sense to me. I could upgrade these crawlers. I don't think I need to. I need to get more arc lights. Those arc lights either need armor. I think they need armor first. And there we go. More arc lights. 1 on this flank, 1 on this flank. And perhaps 1 just to step forward. The tanks are annoying, right? The tanks that they have are pretty good. Oh, I don't want to go on this side. There's a debuff I just deployed. So yeah, he did buy the shields. Now I'm thinking that we still might get some toxic here. Yeah, okay. We didn't get this first little bit, unfortunately. That's annoying. Still, our missiles should do a decent amount of damage on a couple of things. We are breaking those shields down. I need anti-air on our arc lights as well at this point. It's pretty annoying, but it's necessary. Like it's the only unit I can potentially get, I think, that serves all the roles I need, other than being fodder for their own missiles and stuff. Tech specialist and anti-air. Yes, yes. And then, yeah, a couple of upgrades on these units is pretty important. Put one of you in front and one of you behind. And sure, keep upgrading. I didn't get to use as many air units as I wanted to because the enemy went Mustangs, but that's just how the cookie crumbles from time to time. Are Stormcallers getting an increased range or ignite, like incendiary rounds, would be a big difference. They don't do a tremendous amount of damage right now. If I leveled them up, they do double damage. I could see that being meaningful. They're mostly hitting the shields, as you can see. He's purchasing shields every time. He's also going for a lot of missiles of his own. I mean, I should just go for even more arc lights, really. Not arc lights, sorry, but more Stormcallers, extended range, and just try and win the missile war. That might make sense. That, or just going for a giant. What do I have? Cost control specialist? Yeah, giants. I'm not sure that they're enough. We're almost breaking these shields. We need to break the shields faster. You see all these wasted arc light shots? They are just not what we need them to be. They do a great job against his air, but then we run out of time, right? I mean, we might just lose too fast here, quite frankly. He has too many missiles left. I just couldn't transition my squad fast enough. And I just got rolled. I mean, that's two really hard fights back to back. People that were getting 100 elo per game. But yikes! Still hurts. Hey, I didn't even notice Frisbee Bear show up. 1 second.